Thanks for taking the time to join us here on Polk Place. I'm Brian Lacey, and one of my favorite people. Don't tell her that because she'll use it on me and find a way to get out of these tapings. But she's from the Polk History Center. Her name is Jamie Jamison. Hey, oh, you heard that, didn't you?
I did.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
And I think I've got something coming up next month. I might not be able to make it.
That's a negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full.
Yes, I'm committed. I'm committed.
What's going on in May?
Oh, well, I'm glad that you asked. I guess I'll keep coming back. So it is Historic Preservation Month. So this is like the kingdom of months for us history nerds. And it's where we put a big emphasis on the preservation of history, but you'll see a lot of it through the preservation of buildings. And we have some preservation work going on at the History Center. So we received a grant from the Florida Department of State, and the county and the Department of State are combining funds to do some work on the windows throughout the History Center. So I know that you do your walks around downtown. So
all the time.
If you see scaffolding up, we're not closed. You can come on in and say hi. They're just taking our windows down. And it kind of sounds like the Grinch. They're going to take them to their office somewhere, work on them, fix on them, and then bring them back to us.
So they're putting the same windows?
Yes, the same exact windows. So we're not replacing the windows unless there is damage that is too far gone.
So the word I'm looking for, refurbish.
Yes, yep. And yeah, they're going to go in both the wood, so all of the sash and the frames on the windows, and then the glass. And they're going to preserve them so that they last us another 100 plus years.
Those were original windows?
Yeah, most of them are original windows.
Get out.
Yep. My favorite are the 1926, so the two wings on the end of the building, the 1926 edition. They're fireproof windows. So when you go to look at them, they've got chicken wire embedded in the glass. And you want to know the best part of that story?
Chickens can't get in and can't get out?
This is true. We've not seen one chicken in the building, but the company that manufactured those fireproof windows, I tried to look up the history and information on them. Building burnt down. Oh,
irony.
Irony. Yep, so there's not a whole lot of documentation on it. But yeah, they're original. Even on the interior of the building, a lot of the windows, which sounds weird that we have windows on the interior of the building, but we do, and they're original as well.
You know what I like most of all when I go upstairs and just kind of walk through the place in the historic courthouse? I love the way that the hardwood floors creak. Oh yeah. And they never make the same sound when you step in the same area. No. and it's so quiet and so peaceful, and it's like, and it's it's nice. The only thing I don't like is it makes it impossible for me to sneak up on Preston. Oh, yeah. Give him a good History Center scare. But yeah, no, so we're going to be celebrating that all month long, and it coincides also with the anniversary of the Polk Historical Commission, which is charged with providing our historical information and representing the different areas within the county. I think they meet like quarterly, so they're going to be celebrating a birthday. I haven't gotten word if there's going to be cake or not, but we can tell them happy birthday even if there isn't. You should come to our office. We always got cake.
I know.
And cupcakes.
I was telling my coworkers that the other day. I was like, there's always food at communications.
Snacks.
Little snackies. Get you through all these filmings, right?
Yeah.
Because the camera takes away 10 pounds.
I don't know if it does that to me.
So, but yeah, and then the thing that's kind of really pulling us into May that we're all excited about is a brand new exhibit that we're opening.
And what's the exhibit?
The exhibit is entitled Memories of Bone Valley, and they are about 25 unfinished acrylic works, paintings, by a gentleman who grew up in Brewster and Pierce. He was born in Pierce and grew up in Brewster.
I remember this story.
Yeah, and do you remember what cartoon he ended up working on?
Superman.
He did, yes. So we're going to look at that whole story of his career in illustration and the pull that he felt to illustrate and tell the story of Bone Valley. It's a very it's just a very beautiful exhibit.
And how you guys came across it, even cooler.
Yes, so his daughter reaching out to us, just, you know, in history, at the History Center, a lot of our work we do is deliberate. We're planning, we're moving, we're going on.
And then every now and then we just get these cold calls out of nowhere, and it just is like lightning.
What are they called? Life hacks? Easter eggs?
Yes, we have these little Easter eggs.
Somebody left you an Easter egg.
We did, and Miss Mary Jane left us an Easter egg about her father and the memories that she had of him, and it has just been such a heartwarming exhibit to put together.
So what else we got going on May-wise?
Well, you know, the boys are going to be getting into it, so we've got our architectural tour with Bartholomew, which I was just thinking we need to get him on the show.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I kind of ran out of time this week. We've got a ton of stuff coming up, and I was like, I wanted to get Bartholomew and
Prestone?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get them over. We'll get them over maybe next month.
Yeah.
So, you know, people will have to tune back in to see the boys. But yeah, Bart is going to be doing his architectural tour on Saturday, May 20th. So you want to come around. And now the cool thing about that is we're going to have preservation work in progress. So he'll be able to talk to you about the windows and what ones have been pulled, what process we're in, how many windows. It was a lot higher of a number than I was anticipating because I've never sat around to count them. And he's going to be offering that tour all summer while this restoration process is going on. So it's kind of an enhanced behind the scenes feature of the architectural tour. And then Preston for Genealogy Speaker Series this month. I'm very interested in this one. It's about the Scots-Irish that migrated to the United States.
That's very cool.
Yeah, so I know we're all Irish on St. Patrick's Day.
No, I'm German-Irish.
German-Irish, there you go. I'm Scots-Irish, so I'm really interested in kind of tuning into that program and discovering those resources that are out there, especially for the Scottish side of the ancestry, where I've not found a whole lot of resources to be able to further my exploration.
Wasn't there like a cookbook thing with?
Yes.
How did that go?
So it went really well. I learned.
And they did that kind of FaceTime-ish, didn't they?
They did. Yep. So we are embracing a new format where a lot of our presenters are still going to be presenting via Zoom. Mostly because we can get a greater diversity of presenters that way. And we're inviting people into the History Center to come meet in person and talk about it. And it's worked out really well so far because, you know, one of the best ways to learn is socially. So, you know, you sit and you listen to a lecture and then you turn to the person at your shoulder and go, well, that didn't work for me. And then, you know, oh, well, try this, and so on and so forth. So it's been really great. There were no apple pie recipes, though, so I was a little distraught. I had to go look up my own. But other than that, it was a great program. And I tell you what, yeah, the lineup that Preston just keeps turning out for that program. We've got 50 to 75 people participating virtually and in person every month, so it's been really great.
So is there anything else May-wise?
Oh, May-wise, of course, you're familiar with this. At the end of the month, we celebrate Memorial Day, and so I just wanted to make, you know, make the plea out there that Memorial Day is one of those days where you can sit and think about what it means to be an American and what some people sacrifice. And of course, we've got the new Persian Gulf War exhibit and the War on Terror exhibit at the History Center. So if you've got a small child or someone in the house who really doesn't kind of grasp the concept behind Memorial Day, bring them down to the History Center, come look at the history and look at the people that have sacrificed from Polk County for our continued freedom.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you, and I'll come back next month.
Yeah, and you handcuff the boys together and tell them, you're coming along peacefully?
Yeah.
Or do I have to mush you up?
I will call Brian to come get you. So, yeah, no, I'll tell them both they're on deck for next month.
All right, cool. See you next month.
Thank you.
All right. Polk County has a rich history and heritage, and the Polk County History Center is continuously thinking of new ways to help Polk residents experience that history. The museum's collection includes natural and cultural objects related to Polk and the greater Central Florida area. Located at 100 East Main Street in Bartow, the History Center is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. You need more information on events, anything else, check them out on the web, polkhistorycenter.org, or give them a call, 863-534-4386.